Welcome back to the TCD YouTube channel. This is day 70 in the Hamas-Israel war. Yesterday, Isma Hania, the leader of the Hamas terror organization, issued a statement from Qatar where he is hiding, stating that Hamas is not going anywhere and is part of the solution for the Palestinian future. However, Israel cannot accept a future with a terrorist organization like Hamas on its border. Hamas has made it clear that its purpose is to annihilate Israel and the Jewish people. Israel has reportedly achieved success in its attempt to pump seawater into the extensive network of tunnels beneath Gaza. This operation is part of the Israeli Defense Forces' strategy to combat terrorists who hide underground. The IDF began pumping seawater into Hamas's underground tunnel system earlier this week, with the goal of destroying the terror group's network of passages and forcing its operatives to come above ground. While the tunnel flooding was conducted in a limited trial capacity, it is considered to have been successful. Concerns were raised about the potential harm to hostages who may be held in these tunnels. However, IDF spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari addressed these concerns during a press conference, stating that the army operates based on intelligence regarding the hostages' locations and takes precautions to avoid harming them. The success of this operation marks a significant development in Israel's ongoing efforts to neutralize the threat posed by Hamas's underground infrastructure. As the IDF continues to confront terrorists hiding in tunnels, it is exploring new combat methods to effectively deal with this challenge. IDF Chief of Staff Lejen Herzi Halevi said last week that flooding the tunnels was a good idea, but wouldn't comment further. Last week, the IDF announced that soldiers had discovered more than 800 tunnel shafts in the Strip since the beginning of the ground offensive targeting Hamas that began in late October, some 500 of which had already been destroyed. IDF had set up 5 large water pumps near the Shati refugee camp in Gaza City, capable of flooding the tunnels within weeks by pumping thousands of cubic meters of water per hour into them. Thank you for joining us on the TCD YouTube channel. Stay informed by subscribing, and we'll continue monitoring the situation in the region. The entire nation of Israel, including all IDF soldiers, supports this battle against Hamas. We are united in our determination to complete this mission, even if it takes a year or longer. The IDF is facing challenges in this war, as the Gaza Strip is densely populated and Hamas controls every corner, including residential buildings, hospitals, and schools. The IDF operates in these neighborhoods, going door to door to check for Israeli hostages and gather intelligence. The soldiers are risking their lives as Hamas places explosive devices on the buildings. The IDF is a humane army and strives to avoid harming civilians while targeting Hamas. The IDF spokesperson's unit, Daniel Ari, stated that the feeling is hard, especially after burying 10 soldiers and officers who fell in battles in the Gaza Strip. The IDF soldiers are prepared to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to complete their mission. The IDF faces Hamas terrorists face-to-face in the streets, making each interaction deadly. In recent operations, the IDF encountered Hamas terrorists in a school area in the southern part of the Gaza Strip. The terrorists opened fire using sniper rifles and RPGs, but the IDF forces advanced and discovered an underground command center operated by Hamas beneath the school. The IDF called an airstrike and destroyed the Hamas location. In the northern part of the Gaza Strip, Golani Brigade infantry units are advancing in the densely populated area of Sajaya, facing challenges due to the interconnected buildings and the presence of civilians used as human shields by Hamas. The IDF faces dilemmas every day, balancing the need to protect civilians and achieve military objectives while under international pressure to stop the fighting. The IDF also targeted Hezbollah cells and command positions in Lebanon in response to rocket attacks on Israeli communities.